morning, I hope you're all well. Just want to do a video about the coronavirus job retention scheme and the self-employed income support grant. Now I know that a lot of our clients have been claiming on these schemes. Obviously they're essential for your businesses and yourself to survive through this coronavirus period. But what the problem is obviously some people have been over-claiming on these schemes when potentially they weren't entitled to claim on them. And this needs to be corrected. So basically HMRC have said that they will be penalising people if they do not correct any overpayment claims within 90 days of the overpayment. There's several ways of correcting this and I'm going to try and go through these in this video. So if you're on the coronavirus job retention scheme, there's a couple of ways of sorting this out. If you were still claiming, if you're still putting in furlough claims at the moment, then you can correct your previous claims on your latest furlough claim. So that's one way of sorting it out. If you're no longer making the furlough claims, then you have to call HMRC on a special number. I'm going to read it off the screen because I'm never going to get this right. 0300 322 9430. So if you call HMRC on that number, again you can sort out any overclaimed furlough, any errors on your furlough. You need to do this within 90 days of the furlough claim being made, or within 90 days of the furlough money being paid to you, the incorrect money being paid to you. There's also another date that they say, which is the 20th of October. You have a 90-day grace period from the 20th of October to correct any furlough claims that were incorrectly claimed. After that date, HMRC have said they're going to look to penalise people who have overclaimed on the furlough scheme. So very important, correct any mistakes, hopefully there are none. Obviously if you're one of our clients and you know of a mistake, please let us know, we'll correct it for you. Obviously if we don't know about the mistake, we can't correct it for you. So yeah, please let us know if there are some mistakes that need correcting. Otherwise, if you're doing your own, you need to correct them by these deadlines or face penalties. So self-employed income support grant, again, if you've overclaimed on this, it needs to be corrected. You need to tell HMRC before HMRC come along and investigate you, basically. So there's a few ways to tell them, and I'm going to go through that in a minute. But I guess the first thing is, why wouldn't you be eligible for the grant? So one of the main reasons you wouldn't be eligible for the grant is if your self-employed income support grant was paid to you and you weren't adversely affected through COVID. Adversely affected, I know we had a lot of discussions about that at the time, what does it mean? But basically adversely affected, I think they're looking at your profit. Is your profit down on previous years? Were you unable to work because, for example, we were in lockdown? Was there a reason why you couldn't earn as much money as you had previously? I mean, that's adversely affected. I think that's what they've said in their legislation, and that's obviously what you need to review. Now, some businesses have obviously done okay through COVID. They've managed to continue, potentially even grown, and these businesses should not be claiming the self-employed income support grant. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why people should not be claiming the self-employed income support grant. There are a few other reasons. So for example, your business ceased in the 1920 tax year. So another reason why you might not be eligible for the self-employed income support grant is if you incorporated your business. If you incorporated your business last year, then you're no longer self-employed. Potentially you're no longer self-employed anyway, and you wouldn't be eligible for the grant. I think the other thing to consider is if you did not intend to trade. So if you retired, you didn't intend to trade for the 2021 tax year, the tax year we're currently in, again, you wouldn't be eligible. If you've claimed it and you weren't eligible, then you need to pay it back. You need to sort that out with HMRC, and you need to obviously declare that you've made a claim which you shouldn't have made. HMRC have said that they're going to investigate the claims. HMRC have said that they will be penalising people who've claimed these grants when they shouldn't have done. So again, very important that you sort these out before HMRC potentially come and ask for their money back, potentially with penalties. So let's go through the dates that you need to notify HMRC. If you received the money before the 22nd of July, then you need to let HMRC know that there's an error, you need to correct it by the 20th of October. So that's the dates that you have to do it by, otherwise HMRC have said they are going to penalise you. If you received the money after the 22nd of July, then you have to declare it within 90 days of the date that you received it. So you've got 90 days from the date you received the grant to declare that you shouldn't have received that grant. So if you have overclaimed on the self-employed income support grant, then you need to notify HMRC on the form. There is a form online that you can notify them on. You need your grant claim number and your self-employed UTR number. So that's the two bits of information you need to notify HMRC that you've overclaimed. I hope you found this video useful. If we can be of any assistance to you, if you believe you may have made a mistake on one of these schemes and need a second opinion, please contact us and we will try and assist you as far as we can. Thank you.